What's up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be filming a summer inspiration video. Now, this video is also going to be a collaboration video with Tara, who is from I'm Tara Michelle. I adore Tara to pieces. I love her channel to death, and I know that you guys are gonna love it as well. She is also doing summer inspiration over on her channel, so check her out and let her know that I sent you. If you guys are new, be sure to subscribe because we're trying to reach a goal of 500,000 subscribers, so subscribe if you guys aren't already. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay guys, so for this very first DIY, I'm going to share with you how to create these really cute Polaroid cement letters. So what you'll need is some quick drying cement, some gold cord. You're also going to need some silicone alphabet trays and acrylic paint of your choice. As you can see, I already mixed up the cement inside this disposable cup, and it's really important to follow the directions on your box. The next thing I did is I popped the cement in like this baking bag and I started pumping it into the letters that I wanted to spell out. I decided to go with the word summer, so I did an S, a U, two M's, E, and an R. Now I found that the very top of my letters were a little bit bumpy, so I took my finger and I kind of smoothed out the top since it did leave kind of like a messy residue on everything else. I just took a damp rag and I wiped off the excess and set it to dry for maybe about 2 to 3 hours. Now it's really important to make sure your letters are completely dry before trying to pop them out of the silicone, or else they will break. The way you know that they are completely dry is instead of it being a dark gray color, it's going to be a light gray color just like this. Moving on to the fun part, which is painting our letters whatever color our little hearts desire. I opted for blue and yellow, and as you can see, what I'm doing right here is I'm painting the very outside of the letters. I'm not painting the front because I still want it to have kind of like that cement look to it, hence why we did decide to use cement. So I painted the very outside, I left the front bare, and I alternated colors. So I did the S yellow, I did the U blue, and I alternated colors in that way. And I think it looks so pretty. Now this part is completely optional, but I guess you can say I was feeling a little bit artistic here. I decided to take a fluffy brush and I decided to dust like little specks of pink and blue on the very fronts of my letters, and I love the way it turned out. I just feel like it gives it a little bit more of a distressed look as opposed to like a really clean look. So this is what it looks like. Hey. Then you're going to want to take your gold wire and you can cut off as many pieces of wires as you want. I have the word summer, so there's 6 letters in summer. I thought I was going to glue 6 wires on the back, but I only decided to do 2. So I took my wire and I took some Gorilla Glue and I put it on the very back of the letter M, and I took my wire and held it there just for a little bit until it was stuck and it didn't move and it was solid. I also did the same exact thing to the R, and this is how you kind of glue the wire onto there. You can totally glue the wire into the cement as it dries, but I didn't really think about that, so I hot glued the very back. Then for our little clips, I took some washi tape and I stuck it on the very fronts and backs of my clips so that way they can have a little bit more color, because I mean wood. Just wood, that's completely boring. So I use washi tape to kind of spruce it up a little bit, and this is what it looks like. Then all that's left to do is take some really cute, memorable Polaroid photos and clip them onto your concrete letters, which honestly totally beats taking photos in a frame. I think it's super cute and it's awesome. This next DIY is so incredibly easy, like I cannot stress to you how easy this is, and it's this really cute, colorful fringe tote bag. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need fabric of your choice. I wanted mine to be really colorful, so I went with these. You're also gonna need some permanent fabric glue and a tote bag. Moving right along, I'm then going to take my fabric and I'm going to measure it out on the very front of the tote bag, and I'm going to snip off the excess. Now you can do this however you want. You can do the front and back, or you can just do the front just like I did, and I really love the way it looks. I did just the front and I did about halfway, and then I took my fabric glue and I placed it onto the tote, and then I pressed the fabric that I was gluing onto the tote down onto the glue. Now this is permanent adhesive, so even if you wash the bag, this fabric is not going to come off, which which is something I really do appreciate about this particular glue. Now, I just did this. It's very repetitive. I did it over and over again until I got about halfway down to the bag. I absolutely love the way it turned out. This bag is perfect for the pool, the beach, wherever it is that you want to go, and it's definitely one of those bags that a lot of people will compliment you on. This string wall art is so cute and so incredibly cheap. It's not even funny. So you're gonna need some yarn for one. You're also gonna need some cardstock, and most importantly, you're gonna need some thumbtacks. So what I decided to do, since I couldn't find any gold thumbtacks, I just took some black ones, stuck it into some styrofoam, and I used some gold spray paint, and I spray painted all my thumbtacks gold. Very simple, guys. While my thumbtacks were drying, I took my pen holder and I traced out a circle. I used the top to create a bigger circle, and then I used the bottom half to create a smaller circle, and then I just cut them out afterwards. I didn't record it because we all know how to cut out paper. I mean, we do. Once the circles were cut out, I placed that circle onto the wall, and then I took my thumbtack and I pinned it onto the wall to hold the paper in place, and I just put thumbtacks directly around that circle. You want about 11 to 15 thumbtacks, and then I ripped the paper outside of those thumbtacks. It did get a little bit stuck. Try not to rip it, but if you do, you can just trace out another circle. Then I took my yarn and I tied it on one of the thumbtacks, and then I just went in a clockwise motion. I mean, in all honesty, this part is so hard to explain, so I figured I could show you better than I can tell you. One thing I can recommend to you guys is to go around maybe about 2, 3, maybe even 4 times to create a really nice, very dense, thick kind of string pattern. Once you get to the very end, I recommend tying it off closest to the thumbtack and cutting off the excess. And that is your string DIY wall art. So that is it, you guys. That wrapped up today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. In fact, if you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. You guys have been blowing up that like bar like crazy, so give it a thumbs up if you guys really liked it. Also, leave your video requests down below in the comments. Follow me over on Twitter, Instagram. Everything is Makeup by A. Marie. And I don't have anything else to say except I love you guys to the moon and back, and I'll be sure to see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys. Bye.